asinchira yowa mukigima.
Twezi bitoroje zero George. Nende tolgo lichi kulenchi. No chaya bane, usekora mabane, usekwamererane. Ekeni ngelingi bintu bine byo kala kana nseito. No nyembo no na toiga, ebintu bine ne bintu byo busoko. Ya no mone ke sakito tu kwenda ko korune mengomo. Ngato tegerega ora bizo cho aro chara tua ka chinkobi ogenda to maina to ora kiwanda na no garne bira tekera chire. Porque tú ves como macho, tú no como puedes decir yo que comer. Toma de nuevo ahí. Yo era más, tú me dejas ese mismo ahora. Yo toco básica, y no va a tomar. Lakini mtu ile ni banda bana. Ni mulo jese zero juice. Abana mtu especially kwa total kwa na mulo jese very the point. Mweza kuchukua bana ya bana nzio kulikia bantu na utalia bantu bana ni menyo ni chitungu kwa kabanda that is not right. Osoro ejama na utalia chizara bazo kama mwo chuinda bantu bana ni mwo chizara. Ya ndio kuna bina romo para ndio wate bana chiniansio mwo taramo na chizara ni menyo ni metemo cha kuita bantu. Oche kuitera maji na ya bantu bana mwo taketero.
Kwa hivyo sisi ambao tunaamini hiyo maadili ya baba tutazidi kuwakumbusha kila siku. Baba alisema tutembee na watu ambao maadili yetu yanafanana na wao, ya kwamba hatuwezi kusupport serikali ambayo inakandamiza wananchi. Mheshimiwa Soro yeye anahesabu barabara, sisi tunahesabu wale vijana kasongo wa Karuo.
The only two term I know, wacha niwaelezee, ni ya kwamba sisi kama watu wa upinzani tutamlazimisha apatie vijana wetu kazi. Tutamlazimisha elimu, gharama ya elimu iende chini. Tutamlazimisha bei ya vyakula iende wapi? Chini. Tutamlazimisha.
Term is okay. As you are in one term, some of us are in two term, and we are proudly in two term. And that is the sweetness of democracy. Democracy is like that. Those who are in one term, we appreciate. And those who are in two term like us, we also thank God. Nyinyi jipange, sisi tunajipanga, tukutane uwanjani, hiyo wakati ikifika. Asanteni sana na Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki. Nakimwateba. Ntonta amanya wanta moyigo sine yane ya ruto kerata yoga njiti ko matebia tari anko yane tari tata tari mama kago chaga acherwa ndirire.
Karibu sana sinchira iri yabene Mheshimiwa Mugusu. Tuchaka naye kiro origeretie chibicha cha rurasembeo ingiro nyare gukwanira ase libirero ya siasa igenderete gusi.
Statement yae. So in other words, abantu tugona kuumisa nagaiga ni ntwe. These politicians abagwate ntekemo. And I congratulate Osoro as a statement use speech ya with yesterday koba statement in mature politics na inde nategerete kribu ikionsikigima at the end of the day atenga in mogo tuetani era na matiangina bantabamu bono intwe abatuko na waka ko men kuruska tukunyaka tukubaitane so to me nege ntongera wateba nga kimoroje one time gusena kibana ta one time mwali aigata nga bono one time nchinta etata mungochi bono one time yemuroje ne ngusikanete te samwe alata nga William Ruto mukane ataba mu muromindo bono ndate ko tebanga amatanga era taigoro siasa ya beteli tukule chuma from a distance Johnsi picha unite yomogusi tres unity yomogusi the difference is enga kietaraika that unity ekoba sirri
ase mheshimiwa Silvana Susora sinara yewe kaneta ko tewanga ntunko ngocho turamo ekero when the right time comes andake chinga kichindo ngechire chikorengana na
you know boniga kero montole ase parliament so yole ase siasa boniga iga kuligelinga ngayago benefit from nambe yemo osoro is the chief whip of the National Assembly. There are many privileges chiroro actually gangana boss ya most of the all the MPs in parliament boniga parliament terabunwa ekere terabunwa uikabe rororo ala serikali akorera abantu baye ando sikoligere buya saba na siasa abange babere consistent na ase William Ruto ndate kugenda nga Silvana Susora meaning na abate stand ne manyete kiaoko as compared to other some other MPs asing of the scandals cha abate kurumaiga baye mere serikali so that yenya rekoba defend just in case of anything. So I salute Osoro personally as much as tindi kuchumaka sikura singe tali kuru constituency yane but I salute him as a stand ya wate economic maturity in politics and at the right time kwate abankelinga kwirendege kwera na kinata yanga bantanga mubale it's only the time has not come for the unit to be sealed and probably have a parliament yeko bunwa these people will come together
mbe mono sana oyo minto Nyamwaro ekero kuligereria sentiments echiaba rai ba rura sembeo inki oranyara gusanga
number 1 nambeyemo bemono Osoro is a political opportunist. A political opportunist nabenga musacha uli goita esabei orora abasubati bakugenda guruchi kutacha machi gitacho bale n'ikinyongo ororo yomo ogenda kumulia egera munyomawe umurugyoye asingenchu ya engencha kororekana no bwanjani atwalire go chiasale Osoro obeira se serikali gesabuna abete elected to parliament lero ekerale chief whip igale a spokesperson ya serikali na giyekoroko akoroko chief whip namba ya kabere ekero kuligereria chi constituency chia Gusii koro Nyamira Chirenya talibo mheshimiwa Mugusu oche Gusii chire kianda Matildah Minto na bango gotebinga constituency chia Gusii chons abo koreri korwa se serikali ya Ruto mbora ikirana buna ji constituency chinde chia nyorire asense yitu ya Kenya omoske Minto Osoro ntu amorera na arenge na mheshimiwa SCS akaba na Jafet mjumbe Kitutu Church North yore treasurer UDA lakini ekero kuligereria engencho bachie tororo na nigo twarengeretie kisiasa sokogenda kwaba nkwaro chimanoti abagaka bagusiba bojimi bakagenda ase Nairobi utawala umuchie oseneto nyonka igo twarengeretinga president ya Kenya ngo charenge komboleza mataya omungi na Teresia aiga musuchu Cardinal Otunga gosinya bururwa egera enie omongina ekiagera omuseneta Onyonka oirwe erietari nene ko bwarinde lyonsi akorokwa super senator. So ebi byonsi bigaeta ekero kubwatia litukoria moisonde litukoria alamis ekero omobere ogochigocha gosoikire omusiko Onyonka agateba iga. And in fact I commented as a social media platform yane omusiko Onyonka agateba iga Matildah minto nabagusiba minto nga obebo and I wish that you play this abantu baitu baiwe. Obebo is a doctor and igare omo deputy governor Kisii County, lakini akakwana asemo sangirekano barengo mukutano bagotega kuboria nga omusike Senator Onyonka o make sure gose oikiranie nga amatanga no kwaenegwa kwa omongina Teresia Nyaboke watwaliro mulembe. Then Onyonka went ahead and picked one statement akayonchora aganza gosuguma omorengo bwe county government eyue kora wanasimbarati amona omusike deputy governor nkinta tekotebya abantu bamintu omusike Silvana Sosoro liboli kwambulia. Yes. Igare a political opportunist ekerago tebanga omanyete inche tindi a president muganye momubulia mangana aye matebi one term warore inche ntige nebintu bya nango koraria South Mugirango. What does it tell you politically? Ekerato kora analysis as a political analyst. It tells you that this is a person or ikaransete at the convenience gose ase okonyore chinchira chugwisa ne kyomoyoye ebirengereri byaye obukogani kwaye nobugima bwaye na kiye kogera tatageti kogechia bakorera nyagosira ekiagera ne platform anyorire elinde Matildah minto anyagenda achi anyare kogechia platform gosaje ageche bali bakorera na gosinikisha okoeni wakwa omongina Teresia okwo igokora areto gwakwo konene wakisiasa ase Silvana Sosoro. And so he took the advantage and the position and the opportunity of the moment nyere tali montokoro kwa the president baganye president ngachinga kichigo chegoika na irane. So what does that tell you? Osoro no monto buyanchite buyeganeretie na kigiye kogera tebanga ki in political analysis akotebanga ki nga chinga kichigoika ntoje torengererie nga matiangi no monto minto
omweshimiwa Japhet Nyakundi nera agotebanga as you are in one term na into togoteba two term ase chinkona cha omweshimiwa Japhet chirocho andake watebirenga asensemo ya omweshimiwa Silvana Sosoro wakibekire muna wakibekire lakini aso omweshimiwa Japhet nerena egereta gotebanga barabo badongo support bari omweshimiwa.
You see, let me tell you
yes.
Tianga tebya bantu baito Matildah munore kiene kiyiga abasaja nabange bakurigirie TV ya Getembe abasaja mbaro baganiringa gakyo musubati wangana baba omorukione akiri mbaro bakumanyire bamenyete obore ubwao ababa manyiro obuya bwao ego bagendera kusuguma bakanyore omweshimiwa I can tell you omweshimiwa Japhet Nyakundi igare first time member of parliament. Omweshimiwa Silvana Sosoro was elected in 2013, 2017, 2013. How many? 3 times in a row. So omweshimiwa Japhet erekera gotebare 2 term ekera in fact yarangire tiguga abantu bagachaka gukora kumukobereria na kumwakireria yogi lakini akatenna mo musimamo nganware oise kogenda Kitutu Church North. I can tell you it is marvelous development. I saw it by the living Lord. Nchenomo yo Kitutu Church South. But if you go to Kitutu Church North, toko ya compare na South Mugirango, where the member of parliament asaviri emyaka jitamu isatu toko ye compare
oyo mito Nyamwaro azingane yiga iyo mheshimiwa Jafet na boigo umuske Silvana Sosoro kiroko go mheshimiwa Osoro agoteba South Mugirango yarenge buna yarenge amatukakale yarenge buna chi constituency chinde andake asacha akirite korengana nere nigo yarenga ale
there is completely nothing nga yarenga ale yake. Let me tell you, nagenda South Mugirango chipare chi epare bekire ne para yakoru nyachenge ogende kogenda iyo epare ndine bekire koruka magambo ogende koenda iyo epare ne bitongo ne bigotogomera boniga. But we thank him for the little support, I mean for the little that he contributed us abantu ba South Mugirango. I can tell you ogende ibenjo paratiyo ogende kona South Mugirango paratiyo. So inale goteba iga aso bwenge inale goteba iga omweshimiwa Silvana Sosoro igabwate egento yekorokwa a political sweet tongue, yani oromemero rorwansu nakiye kogera abantu bale ko mwakera chingo bingaki. Let me tell him, he's my good friend, we share, we talk warore. Oh, you know monto bantu beganeretia, and I will tell you Osoro no is a very close friend, we share, we talk. Ndete ko teba iga Osoro is a political opportunist. Iga korigereria nga inkiago kwana osome mood osome birengereria bya banta sare okwana. But I want to tell you oise go compare lero iga Osoro ne Jafet Nyakundi iga ko Jafet Nyakundi sana ibera ase 10 Osoro isata ase 10 asengenjo yake. Osoro ne obeire parliament for long. Osoro is very close to the president. Kwarori kanduna Jafet kobe a treasurer ya UDA a political party ya bekire president in office. So oisikoligereria makoraye osikoligereria birengari biaye. That is why Matildah Minto today Osoro abwatoro memoruya ngabono atagete ko balance y'abantu asa matanga yoyo ndonzi
mheshimiwa Mogusu onkoira na sensemo yao ekiro kuriria amagendero imeyoro agusi kubwatikana nechinkona chikurwa sensemo yo kwamereria serikali ane muno opposition ekiro kuriria the state of development osigusi asensemo ya magendero kayi yekire
mbiamona senjoli swali elyo.
Yes.
But in the meanwhile, having looking forward to getting this swali elyo. The benga Osoro to me cannot be an opportunist because for sure that is William Ruto. That is a fact and it remains. He's a political analyst, but you know at times same class he cannot be applicable on kaga at times. Nkainja to kuligeli binto abeko beto bauti na kili wasome tuwe class him. So Osoro was saying the truth that for sure inje tindi William Ruto. Inje tindi one tamu, inje tari tamungo, ekero mosacho yarache na moja kumobo ya yons. And therefore he was defending himself. But having said that, magendro gusi una omweshimiwa tebire ekene tayo. Chi county chonsi pichiregu, I mean all the constituencies chiregusi compared to other constituencies in other counties. Specifically to central whatever and Rift Valley constituency chiagusi cheirande maya. Simply because our members that are representing us in parliament, that is the assembly, the MCAs, the MPs, the governors and the senators, bono mbarato represents mbarato letera our cake. Whatever little bakwaewa from the assembly, whatever little bakwaewa from the national government, inkeli go to ikeragions. In fact, if they are given 50%, they are bringing us 5%, 45%. That is why kerengaki toko iwa mangana yobo kurumi. That is why toko kerengaki nga nyarebo rangeli wiwe at committee, a committee ya public accounts whatever. Because yobo kurumi yakubolu ebesa kwa etu ngayachire. Na singi nchugo sira which besecho kwa mana kanyoro muntu asingi ncho the father of the nation, the president is the chief corrupt man. Ba hide behind him.
Enganeyo tewatiwa matena Getembe.
Yeah, that is me that I've said. Because of that, baenda be samaiga yaye. Kwanyoro muntu lenge Jubilee, kwanyoro muntu lenge UBA, kwanyoro muntu lenge ODM, ochire bwebisire maega ye president so that have covered korwase neri chiko ndichiko moikera akobori ngai chibesegete chichiete ngai gento getege chiete so amagendo ime yagusi taiyo in fact completely taiyo ase tole boniga tali oroto wendeko cover as compared to other counties. Now my suggestion is as we are approaching obochori bwa 2027 omwaki ekura let me talk omwaki ekura onyamira no mwaki ekura ogusi omugima but nanda kwa Nyamira since that's where I come from. Last time I said when I was here ekura yao ekadi yao is enough okoa the best that you want in that period of 5 years and therefore you make use of it mwakera oliogwakera nale in a position yo koretera amagendo gusoko mwakera okobara omwana omino nali na position yo koretera gise mchingi yo gusoko mwakera singi mwasomete nere and therefore mwaki bwekura Onyamira county totumie opportunity etwairwe elia kabere nainde yogochora abarai tochora abarai aba ase injonto manyeine kurwa gebinyora sokuru no maete ngoyo buno mweshimwa atanga oyo igaho kwana bia lakini ebikoru biaye they are far from ekiagokwana tuara abeire chi organization no maite ngoya kerarenge ya monte kerasisa to aga take advantage ando ibe bitabu kurwa staff room so muntu takobomya no maite kartu alenge tundu bali asigete umuntu yakerarenge mo chairman igaka ibere chikiro therefore aise kwa go sino bo MCA igaka ndaibekerege no maetekero umuntu yarenge ya chairman yagento gete Yesu kurwo sasigete enjira amisi bieveti amistritete abantu nabo kumayanga embweri pado asenginje tera akoruke ngwansa no ere pado imeyai and therefore we choose wisely tochole bia abarayi brachiko tokonya so back to your question gusi magendero taraba astogwenne takoba astole boniga talioro tugwende koba una omugusi and maybe to narrow it down for purposes of the
county government.
Yeah, to narrow it down now. For example, I come from Ponyamatuta ward. Ponyamatuta ward and the general ward Chionsi. It is so unfortunate that since the promulgation of the new constitution, that is 2010, and the counties active which are 2013, we can that 13 years, that there is somebody okorara anchara atabuya tubo kimane suma whereby in our counties chibe sanchiro rochi chire meant for agricultural business support kwanyora bana abarayi baito in set yechibe chirigo tukorera chimbusuro banda batukorera busuba mandasi na mavuta bato wa December inchi muntu yatachira atebenga bono this December ngo bagorera ndi mbusuro. We have agronomists bakwaka nuchibesa and livestock extension officers bali in office bakwa kuchibesa bakwaka numushara abantu abacha batu advising this time round simeka amanyabwali this time round umugoli peta beliao beka chibando this time riro beliao beke mesi batu advise at the end of the day if we have food security omuntara assure dingeke no bukimanesu umamboro. Okay, anabura kumingo bukimanesu uma na kikekore wakinira maybe chips bintu binga bunebyo enkoko bintu binga bunebyo lakini weseko ba assure dingo obukimanesu umambororo mwishimiwa it is easier omuntu olibweli isabu okore kondo yechae atore chikiro 10 ai gutime stand 100 shillings 100 shillings it is easier which convert chance p ai romane school asengencho na bwatoboki in any case ntwana ko umuntu okule ngatakiye sukuru lakini toigura abantu bakule because yenchara so if we cater for food security ora assure dubo kimambororo ora aragira kwanza ndaisi kuiru mwane school another thing amangana yechipara abantu tobuno toisokuru selfishness eyo mweshimiwa ate yabaga no nyalendo yebeka from the other side bono turacha egendikilia kwana selfishness to yerusioro totebenga as a county na Kisii county ya wale bila kitagari binge sana I don't know where they are working lakini totebenga as a county etoko genda asal rocky tuguru mugondo chieka 10 egetare amareba amagenara ararusu ko ruoro parate ye county ratigale so a cooperative free aba MCA bonsi plus the governor plus the senator plus all those people because epareye ngocho tutwata yange epara ya serikali enene nene ya serikali yange lakini umuntu weto oroningo no mwaki ekura oyu akirete omo MCA oyu akirete omo governor oyu akirete omo women rep omo president so to chamo to share ebirengero tenga bono omwaka oyo emetenye sita etokoro sipara chonsi pi togende next health facility. I think yo mheshimiwa nabo ntenga say no gari no che clinic and not really clinic no cha na health center lakini oko endora kuna banado itu akarokire para previous akarokire para panado lakini erere paracetamol utanyore bono why kwagache biosike binge kire kinyoro in terms of an health facility lakini etabwa atikende what if chibe say chonsi bitwala goteba to ende for example I'm talking of Nyamira to for example chibe say chonsi bitwaga Nyamira level 5 able to the standard of Kisii, able to the standard of Eldoret, able to the standard of Tenwek. Omuntu okurumanga liange na omubago transmara rogoro asing inche para ntwaro chipara bia 20 minutes omuntu akwepigipigalia oyikire Nyamira obwenigo orosigo lakini ono siku isi omuntu agotume epigipigi yake yo mwatanga mwire Tenwek. Why can't we use common sense for sure and serve our people? And the common sense here is that nkwaye gutoro mushahara oyo net ganyukorero bwana ngiriro bane school bunantinga bwate mwana bikale kwande school ngakaniro mwana bane school chibe sire bekirenga ne chamagendero chiso asamagendero for 5 years totebenga bono health food security na ngentanga to me na amangana echipara twakoli bono to the next Kosene education, infrastructure, ebirasi bibire bia, materials yoro bia, tori geta abalimu. Nkwara sometimes back in Nyamira County, omwalimu OECD, akoli 1 million per month. Kuminga nkieke. Lakini buyo muntu itana kanywa bese chechi gweteranga ne litali achi anda so muntu gete. Why can't we for once as the leaders gaki? I believe on this, Matildah. I think I've pronounced your name more well. I believe on this. Ega sto koransa abuna barai. Nya sauli kurugora ati kwa yekora. Lakini watoira an opportunity that you serve it. So whatever we do here is a reflection of what is supposed to be done in heaven. So ekitogo kora, is it reflecting the character of heaven? If the answer is no, definitely we should change. And therefore I'm calling upon leaders. But you already as in office. Omwane no babe kiroro wetra century na agete kura to kodregasi eyere boronge to services don't need much we need that to kodre miremo
ndio mona sana na mheshimiwa Nyamwaro
natagambe ko mugambe buya njezi ndiko ligibo gambi natagambe ko mugambe buya in fact nanya ko debate na muntu wate birengererio na amasikano bwanja ne birengeri byasa abantu baitu takanda ibyo mheshimiwa na ki amagendero nari gusi sections chinse mogete mataratari abo kongubole ase county government ya Kisii na Nyamira negento tokurukwa oversight representation na legislation ere week yaba MC omumurabu noyo aise kube kwororo abe kwe korunya matute ward abe kwororo muguswa bekuga na bagote nate benga mheshimiwa speaker yanko bolinge ekwende nyagitari dispensary yabe kunya matuta nebwate paracetamol enebwate enyagitari ya Nyamira ngiya kogera abantu bakuborusi Nyamira bairu Eldoret and yet there are referral hospitals buna Kisii teaching and referral hospital na Nyamira nale goteba iga my submissions nale kubekanga oise korigeria ase level ya constituency kiagera gacha ase ekirukiria koria kia obo MCA na ndito kumuganiria maya ikiagara orekanire gutwara enkorere ngia na ebirengere bya sabantu banya matuta ward nelinga the responsibility of an MCA is to oversight legislate abe kama chiko agokonya abantu banya matuta ekere pare go etara etigwa atenene in the county assembly abolinga mwabekire a budget ya 100 million enyama tutanga hiere tebuati para no yene yemo ekobeku kabros atene nabolinga ekwenende ekorokwa Nyamira Referral Hospital tebuati egento ekorokwa CT scan buna chiria omo governor yakana ateba ngaki it is needless koreta ebintu bikorokunga tolete CT scan tolete MRI ikiagara nandi toji work to the national government. You know, let me tell you, Africa is Africa and Kenya is Kenya. Nyamira is Nyamira and Kisii is Kisii. Engenche birengera libie itobire oikabigende buna bikogenda. To kurusie bigende gara US ochiko bi implement Nyamira bonyamatute ward. To kurusie birengera UK as a senate ya UK was assembly ochiko bi implement Nyankongo osekitutu central ward to konyara. Yes. So nare goteba iga. Ekwende focus yana na kwana ari gukwanira ina kwana igoro mono igonko make a very special reference omoshimiwa Mugusu asikitutu chache north. That is a young boy, in fact normal kasinde ebareke gorikio mwana omintoga gose oyara abe mumuru mwabo ababara abana bane onare goteba iga omusike kero kuri omusike buna honorable Jafet para nare gukwanera rosetia nyakoe marani eyu asomo MC okoroku kibageandi abwendrete koroisa. All right, he is busy with Matiang'i there. All right, Matiang'i is busy there with him nga every platform nga yonde kibageandi akurwani wa singenju yani no I'm making reference. I'm making political leadership reference because it is very natural politically that ekertookrasia seye toko analyze go ikaturigereria ekero mheshimiwa Matiang'i is a presidential candidate, for example. All right, okorigi chikurachi go chinchia enseye egera implement the constitution omweshimiwa Mugusu ateba yabete promulgated in 2010. All right, oira nagako genda matanga nozi oteba omumroyo kibagendi gakurwani wasingenchiana gako genda nonyene cho oebirengera byaye omumroyo akurwani wasingenchiana kwarori no tinigo chituguterare. Those are proverbial, those are very proverbial wisdom quotes I'm quoting. All right, I know Getembe tugutere, it is me. All right, and I stand to be counted because history will charge us. All right, you know Matiang'i no mondo tusigete ekianda ye ikomi ogo kuno koba. All right, buna renge doctor, a lecturer at the University of Nairobi, buna jeta kabe director in charge of elections Choma Ishmiwa the late honorable Simeon Yechai presidential arenga aria kwerende insa kwerenda stokoroka industry area bunaje takaba interior minister bunaje takaba education minister bunaje takaba ICT minister bunaje takaba head of service delivery in mangana ya mangana ya government management no implementation of management issues. So again tonguboliga a very serious probable candidate ogochiko konya abantu baito na kya korugoro chaga tali ikinabwate. I was comparing leadership and the implementation yaba koliye merimo between the chief whip asamatanga asebatu the platform bagosomerana but one time kwarori nari gotebanga omweshimu okorokwa Jafet Nyakundi. I have highlighted this strictly para ya nyakoe marani neroletete nyakoe mza ngumbu mpaka marani yabiri for a long time aba muraba kasime kama toke kiregintu Muroyo went out of his way from his constituency agacha kitutu jaji south aka implement orosiriye parende korokwa marani somboko kegogi erami akarati ganda akakora marani Nyakongo akarati ngore kegogi Nyansakia Nyakongo. Yes, what I'm saying is this. Yes. No genda no ebu mheshimiwa Abunyamatuta, he will tell you nga parateyo omweshimiwa be constituency yaye na bago ko tebinge constituency ya ete bwat para ya arami. I can tell you, and let me quote, ekero ko genda tinga nche no monto kitutu ja south, but we do research. Ekero ko genda tinga ekoro ogende bakeskuru ekale go chimoino abashimu abale babere ayo mago teba abeke nusu yani orosie pale nusuga ni ndorosie nusuga. Is that the question? That is why devolution yaletire abana baba minto ase a world level vai karanse mumura gendo ikaranse body in the county assembly igotobwate chipara isatu county government roads ntobwate kura na kera roads isatu baba.
Yes.
Chipare nchibwata abantu bago chikora. All right? Na kwa nanga simbara tina lete bira kitatama tiko sengo miko kora bikare. The roles of the county governor as a roads nchibwate classification. Ababuno mo MCA nabwate article 1 of the Constitution of Kenya as an elected member of the county assembly kotenena na koboria mujumbo tatana kyakorokwa igakuru kusti mugaka amubulinge pare ngetanya kobeke rami e pare yatinga omosacho okitutu jaji south agocho nyere to nyere tabakaseito. What is your responsibility? Ntobwenete ko elect. All right, he is very good, he's got very good nice opinions. So ngento nale gote bina nation amatanga yomongina Teresia nigare ngororo talinga omongina oli anchire. No. Amatanga ali igare ngororo asengenjio create a platform abantu banyore platform yo kwekegerera kisiasa yo kwegerera nga barabuna abaya gwetania abananchi
asenkwane yuntu turiko so asenyumba yebirero igintu kyale ngororo nga abarayi bali chinkwana kiri babwa tugetekero bali ngari andakenda chiyo.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Matilda. You are very right. You are very right. You know, omweshimiwa na tegerete. A platform na matanga yo mongina Teresia Nyaboke. Mamu mwabo Super Senator Onyonka. No, you don't just leave it there. Mamu mwabo Senator Onyonka omongina Teresia atare go kwa platform ki abantu bale konyora bakwanere. So you cannot disassociate the social engagement and the political engagement in a society. So that is why we are bringing in Amatanga Yomongina was a political platform. That is why Omusko Nyonka all of a sudden aonchogete awansa gosomera omusike Dr. Elijah Obaigwa. Just a minute. Akoma somera aki moleta mwechichichi gwende motige motonto. Are you seeing? Nobody is interested. Yes. Amatanga no kwani kwa muntu Matilda is a sacramental, it is a traditional, it is very natural, it is spiritual. Tuliko ila matanga yo muntu siasa. Else he could not invite the Linda Mwananchi. He could have invited the president to come and condole with the family.
Mwaro egento narigeti tukwanira iganga asechi constituency chigawate bretire ne magega kimagendero chinkwane cyo chindoro moncho murigereria kusobo kwabira nawego nchibwati obomate Egeikaro
yo mita Matilda nganjire ngwananga.
Yes.
Omweshimiwa na ikagotebanga tokorete idea ya UK oyerentenka.
Thank you.
Kaiga rimeni ko bomugusi korubunya matuta sentuete na betegate ko bomunya matuta. So historically Amatanga is one of the social events we meet korua our views. It's one of the barasas in natural. Otali call it an invitation.
Yes.
And therefore Amatanga beta Friday is an invitation yaring natural wetra sogokwa kumonginori, and therefore was an opportunity kiro mundo kweresa unale kweresa. And Amatanga alia nabete aya maskani wetani Amatanga magega twara some history. Amatanga nabete so former deputy governor Kisii nakitwara kumuruka mangi. We saw people fighting. Amatanga nabari recently so former governor Agaiga Ongwae. We saw people fighting baka Ongwago tenanga bamura bali kora kiega. But it means Amatanga on Friday the level of maturity ya kore kiege ya kinire. There was no any commotion, and therefore uno musimi wateba ntokoleta ideas and the practices of UK to Africa. Muna bone idea yemo ne ya Singapore. Singapore idea cannot be applicable in Kenya. So Kenya problems, let them be solved in a Kenyan way. A Kenyan way ne ringa toro selwe parent na turati chirwa omoro mbolie pareka ekongete. Kenyan way of solving things tura ewa endagira to igote Kenyan solution no ko ensure nga abana capitation school bairwe chipasari chabaikeire. And actually, having said of passaries, the government should look at this thing. Why kiro muntago twale pasari? The MP has a pasari, the governor has a pasari, the women rep has a pasari. Why but I consolidate all these passaries just into one kitty? Omwana manyitenga nkwa wali chibesage chinga naiga kurwa serekali. Unlike bono okonywaranga omuntu obwata chibesa tindi kira kini mbata ke kan piepo ko somi umwana one. Lakini nchoyo because I have connection no more MCA no more MP na we passary on top of what already God has blessed me with. So chikwende chipasary chance pichara ko be into one kitty. Baki present nebwate kitty kiaye. There are some other organizations, banks are giving some bursaries. Abantu abonsi chibese chale ko be free total free education yarako in Kenya, right from PP class, I think that chekechea pale chini up to the university, university. Having said that, kolengane topic wato yataiga the Gusi politics and development focus. So we've lost the focus in terms of development as Kenyans. Our leaders have led us astray. Ntobuya ati mwelekeo courtesy of our leaders. And because of the service interest, and therefore, we have a second chance. Permit me to read the Bible. Job chapter 14 verse 7 through around 9. It says, from 6 go tirimboka. It says, there is hope. So all Kenyans, all people from Kisii, Nyamira, specifically again in Matildah, there is hope that inga omotori na jetu development. If we use our cards, to so to me achikura chito biya this time round, omotori will sprout again. Yeah. We will be having good roads. We will be having food security, which is my paramount concern. We will be having better, realistic, achievable education. Abalimu wikabali kute ECD teachers. We will have the health facilities that we require. So there is hope. The focus eya ewoche ya to Syria at the parrot. Ekonyoranga instead of education wacho rumwana umino. Instead of good agriculture wacho ranga ngoko asini 500. If we focus well, to enda say I'm just appealing asaba akiekura. Toge ende tuimoke ka itali kiandanga ite round e kalichu maine. Oimoke ko no bongo bwa obuya obuikanu bali to konywe busa abalinde tindi konywa. Tura atigali tukeli obo tukobwo. Mambe ogende ko le sopa otebenga ina ara abirengo serwa. Ina ara abirengo tera abantu. Lakini it is a serious war. This war can make me or destroy me, and therefore let me choose omonto oganeire. We will salvage ourselves from this bondage of confused type of leadership that we have.
Pia muna sana mwancho muligire kerengere kyao chinse mochiria cho mutandao Facebook masemo muna Getembe TV sangengere kerengere kyao chaiga ase Egeikaro nabo igo awetra se namba yetu ya studio 0726447367 tuma ujumbe yao irietria chinse mochiria ogendete kubwati Egeikaro okorwa muna bono iga bulingana rero abarai gwege ne kabari nabo igo James korwa maiga agotabanga twachandekire nigo twachorete ekieni chipara kali gukora esime moiga ibere irinde tonyare ko genderana nabo igo yagotanga barabara hakuna kabisa agasa Agasa agotabukura West Mugirango agotabunga they are not the same, others are doing well. Agotabunga chise muchinde magendro narororo baraya baiga bakabwika ini gusi abarai okay oyerendo cha agotabunga Dr. Fred Matiang'i timeti ya aligeti otaba naboiga oyiga ukwananga eriogi heyo ya rigereri wenda boigo omweshimiwa uyo Nyamwaro rero otebire byasana osoro niga kugenda no morindo. I like that bono mboreri mweshimiwa uyo nga iga when politician talk likes likes of Osoro to how they consider us. Okay, agotenga umuralia we had okay chingana wa akwandeta mngana mange Getembe. Hello
Getembe.
Hello Getembe.
Biole waile Getembe. Okwana Nefanis Matundra.
Hello.
Okwana Nefanis Matundra. Kochise mwene chega rebo basi. Nare koborio mwesi.
Ntoranyo radio kiria aiga se studio kolinde ngotengara nabo agende tukwana tutigerio kiria endera ikaiga se studio nabo iga watonga time will tell. Rangers Pamaina, former boda chairman Kisii akotebanga okay na wakwandeta mangana mange Getembe. Hello
Ketendaro ay Matildah waire
buya karibu sana kirengere kyao
kwana no muri stop yoboja ko jinse mu cyabo Rwanda.
Yes, karibu
Rwanda na waire buya bono twante be abaganya ukwala bira studio ernya mwaro kwanwe buya ekena zo nyirera na kumurusiria kwa bigera no muri cyo manate bana murusiria kwa bi yagera na waza ata wizaro batebire buya ude biye ndiyo kana ko baboliga bono na batebira mangana maya umuntu tima cyo sene semina bago tabairwe karo bachori nuga umuntu aguchinchi na botogo bago tebe no na ubare ngorra bubara baraibona.
Yes.
Aboko nyoro mumaine baro tabizia lakini bago ikorro pachi inkumanyoso ko bago ikorro bairi semi inkumanyoso bago ko barengeringa evitu atebete to korai lakini bigante benga nyata to konye around yero obu maine bwa mangana no nyu yo tebanga no yo kunye busaga utagwante tikino na matuka bero bongo bra batopa elinde okore gento kye koroka gira ke to konye dua buna bona Nyamira ya ito maina bwa mangana tutikare ta tambi tutanyore nyanchira nero onyento kwirigarire ubu maina paka toseri na ende na gotura nto kuna gochande igoto kuna kubikira baraiba ito abaro rama goso lakini ubu maina ni toko kora magoso ngira ponte te gote abego ni toko kora magoso onyi to tergo kora magoso o te arune yento bosa tri ya misini tri nyambi wanyora abantu bakiri no molindo lakini pero tebina kila zile jiji wotokoni umuntu atorosiri bariya umuntu abe kama amajone gidariya umuntu abu education puri abebuya ekinabo puri konye ndibanja nchumo gabana ko twa base inchumo muchumba ko twa base ubu mane kila kile kwa mojonzi ezele career kuruve tonge kama ngati umwana tu mwaka ni rumu weka nani supervise origina zinga naiga ipinde na yerija ekinale ko babori tomwalia.
Yes.
Ekero tukuna goteba ninga bagusito chama ubu maene ngakikika tuguto chama patali kuziye forum yo goteba ninga tuwatebire ngaziye to chama abara ibachama bakwanira ne elimitugiriri timu igo kanga giki igo tokuna kukwana ko ka 2027 goteba ntu atebete ngo getoramu igo ngakikika tuguto chama kera koro mondongo woteba do jam kuro modata do jam ngakiki baro to jam yamo no asma dinta mara wabendia
Omorisia Geoffrey Obocha wotabakora chinse mutiri chabo wendo na esime ya moiga Getembe. Hello
Getembe,
karibu sana so bwangu mono
ukukwana na Efanis Matildah jinsi mnachia rebo basi nare ko kenda so mchatara miteti na nelina abarai baito bagusi tutari wancha tukuratana na bara kutobeke ntekemo engencho yaye munabone kera tukurigereria kera bagotosaba chikura iyo bari abantu sana ebagwansa ekina kitwale wekitoteba batali gwansa lende kera twabakiri chikura elinde bakoya dali bakora bili bagototebya munabono abo maene omugusinto tegete kobamo ntwale gwansa tobwaterera senseme ya matiani gatoretira motobwate elinde tosabe bitatu elinde chikura ekyo moyo tegete gukorera ndo cy'abayisindiwe abana omuja bagukwana abayisindiwe nariko Egeikaro batale batebya abantu baitu bonsi babateri nato bamo nakubwata chikura tubwate chikura so bonge elinde tukobamo oboraye bogwansekera abantu toramo
biamona sana
biamona baba chisa muni chela roba
haya mheshimiwa Nyamwaro
nganchere Geoffrey Mento nkwana magana kubwati kia kugera abana siasa bagucenjia ekero bairwe birogo nganjire nkwana magana kubwati gakia abantu bamindu munganjire abana siasa bange nigo bagonchuka singencho bagokora chi campaign na indi campaign nigere buna muchezo aseke gusinga kiguruko egosorio campaign abenga egosorio ase chikosorio chinyinge chirase ense ekero chi campaign chigokorwa ndebya abantu baminto nigo bakonia gosemeria ebirengererio babeka egento gikorukwa nga promises chire false elinde banyale ku win na indi bagenderera after chikura chiakirwe kiagera bakokorogo bonga abantu bamutenga epare mwana siasta yonya gutinena ogotebanga pare entori gukora bunango cha kuira chikure chiga omweshimiwa mugusu nyamatuta muroji tarabara salipara tarabara teramachi taraba bekerestima skuru taraba agachira chinyagitari njibwati mariogo. That is the narrative abana siasa babwate chira soro meme bwabo yagera bachenche kiagera akera bale campaign ngo tumeka bali chibese kabale campaign ngo saba bali chibese chiri bagusaba kuruchi bank basaba abasani igo bakoreta asegento gikorukwa ebirengererio no munguso ore bwo bolimo asa abantu egere baire ekero bairire batwarire rieta chibese bakonyora Jonespi ama baga bakonyora ebakoiraneria abantu bali babaete chibese no mwali ntebeiga abande nigo bagonchuka asengencho mbamanyete ngekero baikaransire kerugomba kubu ligereria President Ruto agoteba moizonde nga 2027 ngwaka abantu abachikura 3 million flat amanyete ngata kubugwa ekiagero manyire system yobo ibi wechikura eria kabere chinguru na opportunities was privileges igo chiko gerero chaswa omuntu mugambi oyo no rechere na gukwana iga na tuli nerereroga kakoire kero kianya matuta buno mu world red iga gotware gentu ekoroku igo yani bride exemplary tinda tebanga nguchere gotwara na muri buna omugwekano na kigiye kubwata bantonga ere goikatware bodyguard ere aye guchigari chingiya otwara bride weba abantu bamwakere chikura under article 1 of the constitution of Kenya babo mindego tebanga ki intwebuna ba Kenya chinguru chito igo twachiena nire togo donate timadi asike gusibuya twachi donate rigose twachiena nire gose twachisabirugo chiase babo mugusu bato representer ya gatatu igo bago chibanyoranga chiira babegete nchigoikara. They are unrealistic promises. Toko tebyo oyo omo MC oyo gochikoba Bonyamatuta ward. Tako tebanga naja beke kwerende ama mariogo ase ekwerende ekwende nyagitari yaye era ase ward yaye inki ekyagara amangana health igare devolved. A county government nebwa the structure yokobeka mariogo egentara akore anga noko tebya bantunga nintene nebo kongu na mona inwe korigereria nga omugabana ne kamati ya health ase ebunge yaito ya county assembly ya Nyamira amo ne waziri babekire chibas chinyinge nande bakore equity distribution of resources including amario gocha se ubebe yente egiakane nkore egiakane
yes asingencho ebiro
survival for politics ekero omonta achorirwe ase ekero nabwate survival politics chigo chororo chiagero omonto ochinchi ebirengereri byaye so aso wengente Matildah ngambia mono intwe bona baria bakorigereria chiserikali echia national government echia ugatusi na different institutions igotoro nga abakoreri bari bachorirwe through election including omwemziondo jenga yochikura chiro chiyoirire lakini ribori ndamburi naki nachigo ikirani chihira chiria abekira sabantu baito etokubasabiranga babe open, transparent, accountable in the positions they have been elected to.
Would you support Ntaracha Sole? Mheshimiwa Nyamwara ngukorana naye ase chitageka usasitagekeyemo andakekiro kurigereria ase national government. Do you support Dr. Fred Matiang'i?
Well, I don't support him and I support him. Two reasons why. I support him because he is in the opposition. Say Omorengo wa uria owo oppose serikali rierororo ya chandira abantu baitu. Na ndetindi ko support ye kyagera strategy yaye asokoriya ekerogia presidency ile musirete timati ko senchera mate ko senchera guru
asiri gori ria maguta ya petrol mezi ya Kenya nkiora nyale gukona.
It is unfortunate for the president ko nchenimbwate chigali nkogendi taliyemo talibere talisato chigari mpaka isana ibere chia barugi bane echiane ngotumeka. It is very unfortunate. It is very unfortunate nga emetienyi ebere ya etete amaguta garenge punare arerero iga president kamenya goche gateba nkobekere subsidy ekairani yakeigo gopima abakenya gotupima omoerio imoiso ndebo tukongo gende petrol station. In fact nare ko genda kwende Rwanda na ikire tororo ngo sanginga amaguta amentire Kenya igonta te gotebanga ki minister ya energy ebutwe akera amaguta komenta Matildah akera amaguta amentire ntate ngotebire aroiga estimate torigeretia tumurigete ngotumekera amaguta through power engine and generation as a hydropower generation ario likarau gosa aria kwenda se koruziwa ndate ngotebiga na magoso sana ekera amaguta komenta omugati okomenta esukari ya menta efe ya menta eyanga yobegetere smart ga ya menta ekoro tokia okia menta ekiagera sige koruzigo geche goikera transport ngutumekere echumbi ya menta kirigento kia menta school fees inkomentere kirigento kia menti igon koborie serikali ya Kenya President Ruto that God will not have amaskani na eno bwanchani because amaguta agakorwa isiko agenda Mombasa lakini wasangi Buganda amaguta ari rice Tanzania amaguta ari rice Rwanda senarenge muisonda ari rice na ende Mombasa koru aetane para agenda mpaka Rwanda Burundi Congo Zaire igonkoborie president ya Kenya. I think Mr. President, you are lost and you are losing it. Theaters chiao they are taking us to doom. Kenya ya kule teyo. Thank you.
Bia muna sekerengereria kyo timunyitinga ekero ya kule ngakia yoko yana kwira na
mheshimiwa na bago de banga ngia kwa
sisema ya otokolere
asa kergo iraneria uriote bange kora bantu bagocha bachenchia
bawe kaboncheriri
nambe yemo. It is because of me as a voter. That is why omuntu wikagaria o change one igo angoletie ekura yane ekerangolitie kura yane, so he can do anything with my vote because iga angoletie. So omolisi uri oboria nambe yemo egento ekerango ngochigo chenchia let me say it opuyumba kombwata bobe egenteka ngo chichenchia nkeringa singencho igona kugorie kura tonge tikura yao based on my integrity pesinga ninkinda chikogokore kogokorera egento kende kiagera umuntu ochenchia nkeringa oyo koborie kura igale got party sa koborie kura ekera party sa because yagenda Nairobi and America oire nanka igari nechibesa ore a mentality area omugambi atagete kokwana litanganinga the solutions of other countries cannot be applicable here bono Kenya yamanyurunga if you want to be rich overnight enter into politics because of that mentality somebody with a lot of money otoa tuamwakira chikura therefore and or change solution for that if we want to change because honestly there must be a change and there is a change there is a solution for this neri na mbe ya moyo kwemanya inkinga neire not inkinga neire inkinga netie nkolerwe no murai igonga neire nkoro ABCD ikinga neire gokorerwa Madrida otebirenga nakebwate Nyamwaro otebire nakebwate abantu ababere nimba manyete they are degree family tree ninyoroche Nyamwaro isena anchite gokonya abane kero tokurwe skuru otoyi gutunguru munchera so chances are amanyinga inakorete kieke naro nabara atokore Madrida kero tu alugwake usipapiri wani igakabwatire usyo obutora ogenda kuobi obisa so chances inchiro ronga mundo takora kige tatokonya and therefore if we come to ourselves nchebuno mwakie kura
lakini mheshimiwa chisokoro nchiri chakoleti biya lakini abana babasoire birogo babitiringire
I'm just giving some of the solutions
okay
bona biko nyareka no muntu gite acha asaliomote lakini ende chances is some minimum lakini a point into tuanilinga tura come to our senses we manyani nkioma otagete totige konie kura having said of one after last election na ndabo niye kogera abantu bago change I remember exactly nki William Samoei Ruto atebede bakanga mwakire kura ngole great actually I voted for him don't nyora skona ke atebete iga ka kishuali na kia mafuta aitensa iga nkaiga aenda boganda achikoba ligolinse ina manganaye lakini boni iga naenda yamanyire gweta aga iga bono naenda abeire igo bono igo muntu na arenge sincere so Mr. President you are not sincere and therefore as Mheshimiwa has already said God is not happy with you and I remember Ekera Bete sworn in as the deputy president 2013 he said one thing that I will never forget that the voice of the people is the voice of God. That's the first statement he made. Now he was referring to Raila Odinga. That the people have spoken to the parrot. That this is the voice of God and therefore respect it. So the voice of the people, Mr. President, is that umetunyanyasa, umetufinya sana. Ana hiyo ni sauti ya kutoka kwa Mungu. Do something about it. Now, asing chebiro biti amba somwa daikeyemo nkoda ni pipipi tianta abantu ito banyambunya matuta incha support matiangi in totality not because yaro mogusi but because ye kiara akode kurma ya kerinke roche asensemo yobia tinda rage bi side ende yobebebwaye in the docket of security, interior security, we saw what he did. It was so nice. In education, we saw what he did. In high city, we saw what he did. And because of that, I'm supporting him 100%, not because Aromosi, but because of what he stands for. Two, a president is Fred Okengo Matiang'i, MCA Peterson Mogusu. Let me make this statement. To most of the teachers, they know, actually, now wanafunzi tomatenga. Class time is always longer than break time. 2013, 2022, mwezi mmaita wanyamatuta. agatoroserie bintu bike akora introduction. Bono 2022 to now, kind of a break because we've not seen anything good, anything much. Break time again to Matildah akore mono revision inkeigo. So ka revision gakega tu already maybe in terms of passages and digitally distributed well or fairly. Bono nkwira no to nande class ime for serious business. Korase introduction to akora 2013-2022 yechi para yechi ndoche ya education yechi nyagitali. So ngoso atore no mwalimu ole fresh okupita soni mugusu ko chakra 2027 ngongo saba somo yobwanja oyontegerete koranchenge kura yao nande tingo disappoint. I promise esira pasi ninye wari bya kabisa all these subjects ni education nyagitali chia para chia food security ninche bwate kindly promote me asoko ngekura yao next year litukolika liriachi maine taliki kianda kora nche muno muri siateba matukangabire totige busa totige bo college bond bonse to enda separate with our super mind. May God bless you so much.
Mbia muna sana na nkagiritinga wikira buno turakorire ikiagera oyo na mwali bagarie wodi ya ikiagera watebanga siasa yogotene ekona Frederick Obaigwa atebanga I personally support Matiang'i okay na wabwatili tauneliane agotebanga but honorable Soro deserves credit. Okay. Walter Moseti Nyasani agotebanga nere agotanga let Bernard control his emotions. So wete mbiyale bonigana bategerete atuliete. Kirandi Dennis na kurusiti Musa Elonchiri nere agatebanga okay. Okay, so long as I don't support Osoro did their best. It wasn't a political rally. It was a send-off of Mama. So judging the crowd, he gave the best speech. Okay, former Kisii Governor Jared akorokanga niuliza hao wageni wangekuwa serikali wangesema nini hiyo siku. Okay, Vikundo Elijah nerate bokora Karen Ngong mamake Ruth Barnabas Kevaso kagiritaga babiri bagusange kati ya mabori ari mabori basangire birengera byabo asimaragoba yabono biyamono sana tumirane asikionga chinsa inye chalero maragoba nchinguru ko Matildah Obaigwa twaringenere mheshimiwa Peterson Mogusu kurase wadi ya Nyamatuta kaunti ya Nyamira na wigonere Bernard Nyamwara. Bernard title ya order leo chia your official title
an activist,
human rights activist yani akwegerera obwene obwa mwanya bantu mbiyabona sana kurase studio ya Kabrendera Matundra wakubwatirana na Elvis tumirane asikionga chinsa nye charero maragoba mbiyabona sana kinege ikaro kya Getembe tukori ya Jumapili.